Hello, I'm Jay Bowman, Managing Director of Research at FMI, and I want to thank you for your interest in this, our fourth quarter forecast of 2019 for Canada. As we turn the page of the calendar to 2020, there's a lot of reason to be pretty optimistic about what the year holds for us. In fact, if you think about this, the consensus view across the nation is that this will actually mark the second straight year of positive economic growth for all provinces. This is the first time that's happened since 2010, 2011. So again, a really good outlook in terms of that optimism for the momentum in the economy going forward. If there's one concept I would really like for you to be thinking about as you go into the year and you start thinking about what my plans are for my organization for 2020, the thing that I would ask you to really be thinking about is composition of the marketplace. Because we may be talking about, a strong economy or a growing economy across all provinces. And even when we look at total construction spending for the nation, FMI, we're projecting about a 5% increase in spending from 2020 to 2019, eclipsing that $300 billion mark, this year. And then growing at a pretty solid rate of about 3% compounded annually through 2023. However, when I talk about that composition piece, these numbers might not really mean so much because it all depends on where I am, what markets or geographies I'm serving, and what segments or types of construction that I'm in. Because when we talk about markets, a lot of times the questions might be, well, are you bullish or are you bearish? What is the outlook for the marketplace? And the way I think we really need to be thinking about this is that bulls and bears coexist at all times and in all economies. So that's where that composition piece comes into play, where you really need to be thinking about, well, where am I positioned? What is the outlook for the work that I'm doing? So if we move to a more specific view of the marketplace and we look at residential construction, which includes our single-family homes and our multifamily construction, non-residential buildings, which includes, what we think of as typical vertical construction, commercial, office, education, healthcare, etc., and then our non-building, which is what most people would consider heavy civil. So think of this as power, highway and street, water, wastewater, etc. We can see they're all fairly solid performers, but vary in different regards. Residential construction up approximately about 3%, non-residential more in that 3%, and non-buildings around 4%. So when we look at the segment specifically, again, looking at this kind of combination, if you will, of bulls and bears coexisting, take for example communication construction. Overall, we were saying that non-residential building construction is up, say 3-4% over the next couple of years. Yet if I'm in the communications sector, I'm actually in a declining segment. So all being said, it really again matters, where am I, what do I see, and what do I need to be thinking about, or where should I be pivoting my organization to avoid as many bears as possible and maximize my opportunity with the bulls. So if that's the big concept I'd love for you to take away here in 2020, you can get more detail by reading our full forecast, which is available for download at our website, www.fminet.com. I'd also encourage you to call and speak with either one of our investment bankers or one of our consultants just about the unique dynamics within your own organization, how you can best position for success here in 2020.